Hey, I thought I'd share what I've been up to on the 32B. I'd intended to kind of make more videos as I was tinkering on this, but I found it to be kind of tedious. Wasn't really enjoying it, so I didn't post anything else. But I mentioned in the first video about how the front end was really sloppy. And once I finally got this thing up on the stand here, you could take and grab this front fork, and I should have filmed it, but I didn't. Whatever. Pull it back and forth, and like between the fender and the frame, I mean, was a half inch or better of movement. So I knew whatever's up here in the yoke was just junk, trash. So here's what I found. I took everything out. Here's all your components here. This is the upper cup. This all looks like big bicycle stuff. It's really kind of funny. So you got a cup that goes in the top of that yoke, presses in, and then you'd have some ball bearings. It was missing, definitely missing some. I don't know exactly how many it's missing yet. And then this here is your upper race. It's got like a bevel to it. That goes in there, and you tighten that down, and that adjusts your play, basically your lash, I guess. Then you have a washer and a lock nut that keeps everything in its place. And you got what looks to be an identical bearing race or bearing cup that presses up from the bottom. And then you got your lower outer race. And this is what I thought was interesting. Now, when I first took it off, it was covered in grease. And I was feeling my fingers, like, gosh, that whole bevel, that lip, is broken off or worn off. I mean, it should look identical to that. And I was like, well, that sucks. And I mean, there's a ton of wear on it. And then it was like the next day I come out and I'm kind of discouraged. I'm like, man, I got to try to find this part. I don't know if I can. Took it off. And then I felt it and I flipped it over. Like, look at that. Somebody put that dang thing on upside down. That just cracked me up. No, it's very worn. Even if I really get it good, yeah, you see, even it's worn out that way. But I guess maybe it felt bad, and then they took it apart and flipped it over and thought, well, that looks better. I don't know. I really don't know. So I got to find that, or I have to. If I can't, then take it to a machinist, get it like welded in, and then reground. I'm sure something could be done. Other thing, I mounted new rubber on the front wheel, new tube, new rubber. I'll do the same thing for the back eventually. Pulled the axle and the bearings out of it. I'll re-grease all that before I put it back together. I think the only other odd thing that I found that I may have to figure out, I don't know if it's an issue or if it's just somebody did something weird, but on the front brake, between the fork and the drum brake plate, there was a stack of 4 washers in there, and that just doesn't seem, I mean, it's not right. I know it's not right. I think out of all 4 of these, the only one that looks like not just a basic hardware store washer is this thicker one. So it may need to go back on. I don't know what the issue is. I know the front brake does not work worth a crap. And when you pull it, like, it like flexes. So it may, I don't know. There may be some issues there that I got to figure out, but that's pretty much what I got going right now. I don't know. Like I said, I found the video process, or the process of making videos, to be kind of tedious, and I wasn't really having fun when I tried to do that. And I don't know, like, my goal wasn't really to be a YouTuber or whatever. It was just to kind of have some fun. But maybe I'll do more, maybe I won't, I don't know. But let me know what you think.